Really nice walk. Good boy, bud. Good boy. Really good breath, Scrappy. Good boy. Yeah, well done there. Really good boy. Really good. Good boy. Really nice, Alyssa. Super good boy, Scrappy. Yes, good breaths. Now keep talking to him in the transition. Talk to him like he's a big kid. Good boy, Scrappy. Yes, this is getting much better. Good boy. Yes, good boy. That's okay. Back to trot. Good boy. You're going to have to tuck in that right shoulder. There you go. You almost need a little counter bend here on this part of the circle. Good boy. And then true bend on this part of the circle. Yes, well done. Sit down, sit deep. Put your leg on. Good. Yep, that's okay. Yes, well done. Sit down, let your elbows move, and just ride your tube. Good, Alyssa. Moving elbows. Yes, well done. Good boy. Good boy, Scrappy. Good. Yep, right away. Get that left bend to help you. Put your inside leg on. Well done, Alyssa. Good breath. Good boy. Really nice there. Okay, here it's Scrappy and Alyssa doing their starter test at the Plantation Fields Schooling Dressage Show today. And I decided to leave the volume on the warm-up clip that I took because I don't know, I think maybe it's sort of interesting to hear what we're saying and what it sounds like to warm up. He was very good in the warm-up. Of course, when he first got up there, he was a little bit starstruck at everything that there is to be seen, as you would completely expect. But I mean, the horse literally he never spooked, he never bolted, he never bucked. The horse is clearly never going to rear. I mean, he just is such a good boy. Even when he doesn't really understand or he's feeling overwhelmed, he is always looking to his rider for guidance and always well behaved. So he was really good in warm up, and he really finished nicely. And that clip that I put there was like the last little bit of his warm up before we went into the ring. And I thought they did a lovely test. Obviously, we're going to ride a conservative test for his first test ever. He's going into kind of a big atmosphere. I mean, you've got, you can't see it, but on this long side that she's going to right now, you've got flags and things flying around over there. And when I rode Tom in his test a little later on, he was totally struck by the flags. And it took me a little bit to get him past that, and he was just spooky at it, which is fine because he's a green horse. It's totally to be expected, but it just made Scrappy look even more just super steady and reliable. I was really impressed with him because he got both of his leads in this test. And actually, he came with a stronger left lead. And I do believe that, he finds the left bend easier than the right bend right now. So the left canter is definitely still his easier canter. And he was probably just more settled by the time Alyssa got to the right canter, which is like the last little bit of the test. But his right canter was phenomenal. It was really, really good. So that was nice to see. Excuse me if you can hear my phone, I'm sorry. In the left canter, he picked up the lead, which was great, but then obviously he broke about halfway around the circle, which is fine. It's like, I'm just thrilled that the horse went in. He behaved like a really well-mannered horse, which he is, and he picked up both his leads, and he did every mark that is on the test willingly and just so well-mannered, and I just thought he was fantastic. It's especially remarkable when you think about the fact that this horse has literally been off the track for 2 weeks, maybe 2.5 weeks. And, he just handled everything brilliantly. He tied to the trailer to get tacked up and untacked. And I have a clip of that at the end of this. After she does the test, I have a clip of him tied to the trailer. He lets you get on with no issues. He walked up to warm up. He didn't spook at the orange tent there that you can see in the background. Tom thought the orange tent was very scary, so he had to spend quite a bit of time working through that. So it really just made Scrappy here look like such a solid citizen with such a good brain. So this was the right canter. I thought this was so good. They had really sort of gotten into a groove by this point of the test. Alyssa did a wonderful job. And the judge was so kind after the test, and Alyssa, halted and saluted, and the test was over. The judge asked her to come over to her and wanted a word, which I know in my experience that usually that's like a scary thing and usually means something horrible. You messed up your test, or the judge is going to tell you, that you're doing some terrible thing wrong. But actually, Alyssa told me that the judge literally just wanted to ask her if he's very green and recently off the track, which of course we said he is. And she just wanted to share that she thought it was remarkable how fantastic and well-mannered he was, and how he performed every movement so nicely, considering that he's just a couple of weeks off the track. So that was really, really kind of the judge to take the time. And she had like a full conversation with Alyssa. I was standing at the other end of the ring and I had no idea what was going on. So I was actually panicking a little bit because, of course, your mind immediately goes to the worst, that they think there's something terribly wrong. But then when Alyssa turned towards me and was walking out of the ring, she was all smiles. So I knew it had to be something good. And I just thought it was so nice of that judge to take the time to talk to her and, ask her questions about the horse. And she just said she thought he was super talented and he's really going to be a lovely horse for someone, which I already know. It's quite obvious to me. So this is him getting tacked up. So he's just come off the trailer. That's actually not sweat on him. We hosed him off. It's very hot and humid, especially at plantation, and the bugs are horrible and they have all these awful beetles flying around hitting you in the head, but we hosed him off when he got off the trailer, so that's why he looks so wet.